So today we're gonna do part 3 of what DBD killers I am or am not being in a fight. So today we're doing the Cenobite Hellraiser. I want to remind everybody this is the DBD version, not the movie version. So bear with me on some of the things that I'm gonna say. But I might cross canon a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. So I feel like yes, from a magical power standpoint, Cenobite kind of got me cooked. But also I think that if I scale myself to a random DBD survivor, I don't know, he began dusted a little bit. He began dusted and juked. Now, obviously, they don't normally fight back, and that's why I'm different. I'm not going for that. He gonna have to catch me. I feel like I could dodge and weave a couple of these hooks. Now, mind you. I'm not saying that I'm not gonna feel pain or I'm some juggernaut, right? But we know in canon, in the Dead by Daylight canon, survivors are immortal essentially. They do die and then they do come back. And I feel like the choices that they've picked are more about gameplay scenario where they're not fighting back. Because if you remember, we do have evidence of a survivor fighting back and trapping a killer in the form of Blight, right? And Blight only really, well, we assume it's Blight. We assume it's Blight. And assuming that is Blight, I think it might have been confirmed. But assuming that Blight is a former survivor turned killer now, the gap doesn't seem that crazy to me. So with Cenobite, I'm gonna say that ultimately I lose in a fight, but more so because he got magical powers. I think physically though, I don't feel afraid of him. The chains, the ability to open up portals, the teleportation, all these things seem like they'd be pretty tricky. Truthfully, I think I'm going down in this. But at the same time, also, I think about the fact that all of hell got finessed by some random scumbag dude who tricked them and was able to flee away. And also, then they also got resisted and evaded by a random young lady who ended up finding the scumbag dude for them. So I'm like, do the Cenobites really ever show anything feet wide that makes me feel like physically they're hard to deal with or they're, particularly fast? It feels like it's really more of a magic power situation. So yeah, I think I'm gonna lose, but that goes on to magic and hacks. I think if I had a way to get rid of the magic and hacks, some way to equalize, I think they're gonna have to feel me. I'm gonna peel out each one of them pins one by one inside that boy's head. But unfortunately, that's not gonna be the case. So I do think that I do lose to the Cenobite on today's episode of which DBD killers I beat in the fight.